And my very first day, I meet this cute guy who doesn't recognize me.
So what about your character, Olivia? She's a movie star, but kind of wants to blend into the whole college thing without really giving who she is away. So tell me about that. Is that based on anybody, or...?
No, I don't think the character is really based on a particular person, but her name is Olivia Burke, and she's been in like a movie franchise. She's done like 4 or 5 of these big blockbuster action movies, and actually they're I think vampire movies. So you know, she's kind of had this lifestyle where everyone knows who she is, and she's been working for years and years and years, and just kind of wants to escape it all and be a normal student at NYU and have that lifestyle, you know, kind of be a little more discreet. And she's having trouble getting what she wants, you know, getting her publicist to take her seriously and leave her alone, or you know, paparazzi's following her. And
so we're going to see that, though, like the paparazzi coming to school and following you around?
You are, yes. And there's a couple of funny things that, like, the publicist does where she talks to, like, all the girls in the dorm. And Olivia doesn't really want that. You know, she doesn't want them invited to her movie premieres, and she doesn't want them to sign confidentiality agreements that if anything happens, they're not allowed to say anything. You know, she's kind of, like, struggling with getting everyone to just let her be and have that normal experience. My character is super excited to have kind of, you know, a girl on her team, and she's like, we're going to be roommates and it's going to be perfect, we're going to be best friends. And Vanessa's character is kind of, Jessica's character is just kind of like, oh my God, like I'm rooming with a movie star. You know, it's, she's not feeling so normal about it, and we're trying to just make it work. But we get along well, and it turns out that Vanessa is a secret closet fan of my movie franchise. So, and towards the end, she kind of starts to protect me in the end and keep my publicist away and be a good girlfriend to me.
And you also, we're going to see a love interest sort of with you and Dan, but Dan doesn't really know that you're a movie star. So tell us what happened in the scene today and what's going on.
Okay, so I don't want to give too much away, right. But Dan is really the first guy that she meets at NYU, and, you know, just being Dan Humphrey, of course, he doesn't know who I am when the rest of the world does. And he's completely oblivious that I'm famous and just doesn't get it. And he, you know, Olivia feels like he likes her for her, and it's really refreshing. And she kind of goes along with this whole story that her name is Kate, and she's, you know, from New Jersey, and he buys it until they both end up he randomly ends up at her movie premiere, and they were supposed to have a date. So she kind of gets caught in her own lie, and this was a scene that was him kind of saying, you know what, I was with Serena van der Woodsen, and that was a little crazy, and I don't want that. So we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but in this episode, they're kind of figuring each other out, and we don't really think it's going to work.
Fashion is another great thing about this, so I need to know, what are you going to be wearing? Is Olivia going to be into the whole, like, hiding her stuff, or, like, really showing her fashion sense?
I don't really know in the coming episodes what it's going to be like. This first episode, definitely she was a little, she's stylish, but a little dressed down because she's kind of in hiding. So she's worn a few hats, and she wore a Mets t-shirt and just jeans, and she's cool but a little discreet. And today, obviously, this look is her glamorized premiere outfit. So I've gotten to dress up and do that, but you know, right now Olivia's still in hiding. So
more importantly, how did you get on the show? I mean, were you a fan of the show? I mean, before you got this part, did you want to be a part of it?
I'm a huge fan. My girlfriend and I TiVo every episode that we can't watch, and I've been a fan from the beginning. So it's exciting, and you know what? They contacted me and just said, "Hey, we'd like you to be on the show, and you know, come meet with us." And it happened really, really naturally like that. So
now your friend's gonna be like, "And
I was like, yes, I want to do that. Gossip Girl, come on."